brain waves. How is the flow of consciousness in the brain? There's different circuits activating according to what you're thinking, if you are not thinking, if you're stressed, depressed. There's 4 brainwave activity that a normal person passes through these states during the day. This is beta, alpha, theta, delta. But there is a 5th one, which is gamma state is the 5th one. We are all the time in beta. As soon as I wake up, I like see my phone, my emails. I'm like trying to analyze, to analyze and to just trying to figure it out things all the time. When we are in beta, it says it's between 24 hertz to 32. At that range, we are like analyzing, but when you are over-analyzing things, you are getting into high beta, which is stress. You are getting into stress, you are like creating hormones of stress basically, and you are constantly rush. You had a mood unconscious because you programmed your body into high beta because you are stressed. At some point, if you condition your body into high beta for so long, this is going to create an illness. When we see the brain with brain maps, with EEG, these devices that we can see the state of consciousness of a person, what kind of a state he mostly is according his life. Beta and alpha are conscious, you are still awake, you're here, but theta and delta, you are in the unknown. You are in the unconscious. These 4 brainwave activity, we pass through all the day, but a kid is always in alpha. A kid is always like being on the present. It's always like enjoying the moment, it's not stress. It's just like living, the moment. There's a brainwave activity on the kid, and we can see that it's completely healing all the time. It's not like stress, so that like cuts the flow of the energy fields, so doesn't allow the healing to appear. When we are constantly in beta, we are basically all the time analyzing, right? And then in which time, if we like think about it, in what moment on the day we really like sit down and just like being an observer of all the things that we are not paying attention. I mean, your heartbeat, the flow of the blood in your veins, and that happens when you go inside of yourself. You're not outside. So beta and alpha, it's outside, and theta and delta, it's inside. So when I close my eyes and I just like stop thinking, analyzing, I am suppressing the analytic mind, and I'm going into a different part of my brain, which is the limbic brain. And there is where it's moving the flow of the consciousness from the neocortex to the limbic brain. And in that center, in that part, you are more holistic. The oscillation of the different kind of neuroreceptors, neurotransmitters are like having connections, but in the center of the brain, in the middle of the brain. So, we have like 2 hemispheres. One that it's more like imagination, and more like creativity. The other that it's more like the memory, and all what we hold on in ourselves. So dividing these 2 hemispheres, we are constantly like separating things and trying to conceive things through duality. But when we like go into meditation, we slow down the brainwave. We slow it down. We just not think anymore. I don't know who I am, where I am, and when I get into that moment, into that space, the flow of the consciousness pass off the limbic brain, and you are getting into alpha. You are more into a relaxation. If you can hold on for like a few minutes in that space, I think it's that you're mastering your brain to get into that, because not so many people has the availability or the ability to really to cross from beta to alpha. They can just sit down and 5 minutes, be relaxed. They are losing their time, basically. They're feeling that they're losing their time. They're not in the moment.